And a pitch. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Strike two.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
To third. Boom. Gathers and throws to first. One out in the top of the first. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Key Brian Hayes in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one missing low. The 1-1. Runner takes off. Hard ground ball, base knock. Reynolds round second on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. And that one fouled off. Two on, one out. Hard hit, base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
That's three singles in a row. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Jack Sawinski, batting with one down, takes a strike. Wheeler with a throw over, and he's back in safely. Foul ball there. Hayes at second. McCutchen at first. One gone. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Two away down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So first and second with two outs. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. That's a little bit low.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. The wind and the pitch. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Schwarber, multi-time All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Cruz on to first. And a quick out, number one. Trey Turner at the plate.
The shortstop.
Late on that fastball.
0-1.
One out, bases empty. Out towards right center field. Aguero makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Bryce Harper.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the out. For that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 outs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Kind of an interesting pitch selection there with the defense shifted to the pull side. Pitches on the outside corner, and that made it pretty easy for him just to punch it the other way.
Sawinski right there to make the grab. And back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Wheeler back to work. Bouncer to second. Stop. Throws to first in time. And quickly one away in the second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. Ripped, but it curls foul. One down, base is empty. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Yeah, the batter now, Liover Peguero. Ball 1 low. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 strike.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. The pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Keller, an all-star. Season ago, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Sawinski pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. This is Bryson's stop. That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. And now it is JT Realmuto. And a swing and a miss.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And it's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
1 down, Phillies down a run. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it is gone. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1. Right at the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Now here is Johan Rojas. Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air down the left side. Reynolds makes the play, and that's the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. And the pitch. That clips the corner.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Outside.
1-2.
Boots it.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
Reynolds swings through it for strike one. That one the other way. Fair ball. Cruz around second, on his way to third. And now it gets into the corner. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Line drive, and that's just foul. Here's the 0-2. Got it. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Righty to the plate. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now the right fielder, Jack Sawinski. That clips the corner. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt, in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Bottom of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in. And he's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Here's Turner now. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and line.
Does he run slow?
Always feel good. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And that one is lifted in the air. Reynolds gets under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Flied to right his first time. In the air, right field, as this one sized up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. One left for Philadelphia. Score remains 2-2.
Pirates are going hard.
And we're back
Leading off
as
the catcher.
this one drilled
Henry
right center field.
Davis.
That one.
A fan.
This one belted deep. This one drilled right center field.
When the season ends.
A reminder to those fans.
This one belted deep left. We go to the top of the 4th. And now Henry Davis. As he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Davis measures 6 feet even, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. And the righty deals. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Gassed it right by him.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Why are Pirates good?
Tellez stands in now and watches strike 1. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Around first, digging for 2. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Wheeler with a throw over. Tellez dives back in safely. Next to hit, Michael A. Taylor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Tellez, the runner at second with 1 away. The 1-0. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And it's second. Struck him out looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Aguero batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Man on second, 2 down. This to third. It's through for a hit. Tellez around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well done. Drives in the run. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield. It's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And a foul ball. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
On the ground to the left. He never makes a throw. Both runners are safe. And I'm just scratching my head. Ryan Reynolds here.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Close, but called a ball. 1-0. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And he hits a ground ball right side. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Alec Bohm. The wide to kick the pitch. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Next offering misses down and away.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Ground ball up the middle. Cruz whips it to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
The batter, the second baseman, Bryson.
And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Grounder off the pitcher. Fires to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here too, and you know they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge, and they'll have to see clear evidence the other way to overturn this thing.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Cruz on a second. They get 1. Out to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Hayes. And a foul ball. Here's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Andrew McCutchen. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And that's in for a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. There's a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Man at first, 1 away. On the ground to second, might be 2. Goes to second, safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and attacker that rolls foul. The lead runner out at second, Sawinski. Over. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Aaron Nola.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
1 strike.
Two on, 1 out. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Turner for 1, and that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Rojas now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. In the air, center field, and it drops in. So now back to the top of the order.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Pitch misses, and 1-1. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one almost got him. Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Turner swings through it for strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Laser could be extra bases. In comes the run for second. It's 3-3. 2 on, 1 out. Bryce Harper digs in now. 1 for 2. Swung on, belted. That's back there. That one out's against the fence. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Boom. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Move. In the bullpen, Roansy Contreras loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Fleming getting cranked up as well. Next offering misses. 1-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
Sawinski makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 4 and the Pirates 3. Now into the ball game on defense, Orion Kerkering. He's in at shortstop. Well, 1-run game. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Just missed. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Hard hit, right side. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Up next for the Pirates, Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
He doesn't get a knock right here. That pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Aguero, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hit in the air, right field. Castellanos gets under it. Brings it in, and there's 2 away. So the Pirates batting order turns over. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Slap the other way, foul. The 0-2. Got it. Breaking ball clips the outside edge. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 6-7. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Keller back to work. Hit in the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Real Muto now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a drive. Sawinski on the run towards the line. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. The relay to second. He's in there.
That right there is a ball that's got to be caught. I think he just took a bad angle to it.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Roansy Contreras.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
The 1-0. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Real Muto over at second, 1 down. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reynolds makes the grab. And there are 2 outs. Caught in a rundown now. Tag and he's out. Trying to get back, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Pirates 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. Here comes a pitch. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. A gigantic blast. It's 4-4. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Smoked into left, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Andrew McCutchen now at the plate. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Got it, swinging.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
The pitch. Way out front for strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Davis at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. On the ground to short, Kirkering.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Tellez in the box now. Takes strike one. Fought off foul. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. And the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the
Bottom of the seventh. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Contreras in his second season, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swings through that one for strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Carmen Majinski up and loosening in the pen. Hernandez warming up as well. On the ground to third, and foul ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Reynolds hustles to get it in, and that holds the go-ahead run at second base. Back to the top of the lineup. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Ripped on the ground to second. Peguero throws to first. Schwarber out of the play.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So up next, Orion Kerkering came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. He was late there, strike one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Swing and a slow roller. Play at the plate, safe, and they take the lead. Here's Harper now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
Fouled off. He was late.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
On the ground to first. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Castellanos now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Righty delivers. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another. And he deals. That one not close. Down 1-2. And another ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
To right, sizes this one up. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. First pitch swinging.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Eighth inning coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Buccos 4. Back here in Philadelphia for the top of the eighth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Michael A. Taylor. Out towards right center field. Back there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Aguero in the box now. Takes strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
No ball. 2 straight.
Looking to get the tying run on base. He goes down looking.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Digging in, O'Neal Cruz. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2 now.
Well, no signs of wavering on the mound here in the eighth. He's looking rock solid so far.
To the right side. Stop. Sends it to first. Third out. And that ends. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Contreras back to work. There's a strike. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Carmen Mlodzinski loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Hernandez also throwing. Wouldn't chase that time.
1 strike.
Next offer in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Kicks and fires. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. JT Realmuto steps in. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away. Here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sawinski has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's already homered in this game. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. And we're back. We go to the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. That one finds the zone. 1-1. Just missed. Late with the swing there. The wind of the pitch. And just misses with that one.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now batting Key Bryant. And Hayes. So a lefty out of the pen. Ranger Suarez.
Now pitching for
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That misses, and now it's even 1-1. A one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only one out remaining. Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Andrew McCutchen. That's in there. Strike one. This could end it. Got him looking. And that wraps it up for this afternoon. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Phillies.